Welcome back. My name's Jessica from Jessica's Craft Time, and today we're going to do a Father's Day card. It's a fairly basic card. There's not a lot to it, but I think it really stands out and I love the colors in it. So let's get started. What you'll need. I've done mine in the Night of Navy cardstock as our card base. And then I've cut 2 pieces of white cardstock and this is 10.1 by 14.5. So the first one, and we need 2 of those. The first one I'm just going to stick in the center of our card. With the Night of Navy cardstock, I like to stick a white piece inside the card because it's quite difficult to write on with a standard pen unless you've got a special like white or silver pen, and that just goes in the middle of the card. Now don't forget to stamp the inside of your card. Now what color? Yeah, so I'm going to use our Just Jade, which is one of our new in color stamp pads. And the stamp set that we're using today is called Geared Up Garage. So that's it here, and we're using the Happy Father's Day and the car, but you've got Best Dad and a few other different things you can use on there. So I'm just going to stamp Happy Father's Day inside the card and set that aside to dry. Right. So for the front of the card, you need the other piece that is 10.1 by 14.5. We also are using 2 DSP papers today. Now these have come from Flowers for Every Occasion. So they're actually a floral card set, but I loved the sort of round pattern on these. So we want to cut this one down to the same size as the white, which is, and I've got a little bit of something on that. So we want 10.1 by 14.5. So it's the same size as this one here. And what I want to do, I'm using, now what were their names? Stitch shape dies. So we're going to be using 2 of the rounds that nestle inside each other and an oval. So let's just bring our cut and emboss machine up here. I might just move you out a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Don't mind all the mess for the rest of the bench. So we're going to take our brown paper, and I just want to cut a little cutout there, and that's where we're going to stamp our car. So I've got the first 3 plates, and then put another of the 3rd plate on top, and we just want to wind that through the machine. There we go. You've got an extra piece that you can keep for something else, and we've cut out the slot for the car. While we're here, we might as well cut out the rest of the dies that we need. So we want the biggest circle. We're going to cut out of the green cardstock, DSP, and DSP stands for Designer Series Paper. So they're our patterned papers. Oops, my mat that this is sitting on has come unstuck from my desk. So we've just cut that one out, and I love these. I love the little stitched markings on the edge. So we finish with that, and then we want to cut the one out that's slightly small. Slightly smaller, the next size down. I've just got the Whisper White cardstock. I've got my placemat on the counter. That cracking's fine. and obviously it's not stuck on because my machine's moving everywhere. Alright, so that's all the die cutting we need. So we're just going to close this up, and I'll try and do it without being too loud. Take our plates out. So yes, we've got the first 3 plates. So numbers 1, numbers 2, put them around the right way. 1, 2, and 3. And I'll put the cut side down, and then another plate 3 on top. And that's what we use to sandwich through the stamp and emboss machine. So we can get rid of our dies. Now these stitched dies are great because they nestle. There's 4 in each size. I'll just show you. We can probably come back in again. Come on. So yeah, they just nestle in each other. So you got 4 oval, 4 squares, and 4 rounds, and you can see the size differences there. So far I've only cut out a sample of the rounds, but the samples are good because when I was deciding what stamp I wanted to use, I could then line my stamp up on it and make sure it fits. So that's your dies. Now we need to do some stamping. So first one we'll stamp is just our sentiment, which I'm going to use the Just Jade ink again. Straight down on there. Make sure you clean your stamp pads off. I'll do that once I've finished. This one's easy. We'll just pop it to the side to dry for a second. Now, the next one is the cast. So we want to line this up together. Actually, let's glue it on first. So I'm just using our Tombow glue. I find it the easiest and quickest to use. And I love it because it gives us a little bit of wiggle room when we put our paper down. So if we don't line it up exactly correct to start with, we can shimmy it around a bit. Now I've cut these 2 slightly. One is I've cut the wrong shape size. So what I'm going to do, sorry, I think I knocked the camera then. I'm just going to trim this extra bit of white off here. If we don't, that's going to really stand out on the card behind. As you can see, there's a little bit of white there and it really stands out. I missed that before I glued it all on. Alright, then you want to take yourself a scrap piece of paper and we're going to stamp our car. This one is, I'm using Night of Navy. So it's the same colour ink as what we're using for the card base. And the reason why you've got the extra sheet of paper is you're going to actually stamp the image off the cardstock. So that'll just protect your surface underneath. There you go. I'm just going to stamp this. I just want to check something. I want to see what a colour will go with it. Because I don't have a Night of Navy. Oh yeah, that's kind of dark. Okay, we might try and colour this car in. Let's try and colour it in. I don't have a Night of Navy blender pen or marker, but I do have Dapper Denim, which is a it's an old colour. What are we trying to say? Retired. But I thought the blues might work alright together. It's a retired colour. What you can do is if you've got something like a blender pen, you can put a little bit of ink on your, yeah, maybe we'll try that. I don't really like that colour. Let's try that. So you can get a little bit of ink on your stamp pad. Just with your, I just do it onto my clear block because they're really easy to They're really easy to clean off. Trying to work out what I want to colour in. Oh, that's nice and dark. I'm going to lose the texture of the carpet. I think that's alright. Might not do it all. And you just pop your blender pen in your ink. Go back over this roof where I didn't like that blue at all. Oops. Let's just do down here. Maybe this bit here. Let's do the door. Don't have to colour it all in. No, that looks silly. Let's colour the bonnet in too. Let's colour it all in. We're still getting a little bit of the original stamping coming out. I was worried we'd lose all of it, but you can still see a little bit of it. There you go. Blue. Don't think it's my favourite. I think I like it without it coloured in now. But too late, coloured it in. The other thought I had that you could do, so with my blender pen, I'm just rubbing it out on some of that scrap paper just to get the ink off the colour. Yeah, I think I like it outlined now. What you could do is heat emboss it and that would look really cool. But too late, I've coloured it in, so we're going to go with it. Alright, so for this one's really simple. We just want some more Tombow on the back of here. And that goes there. And then we'll stick this one down. Try and get as straight as possible. Yeah, I think I definitely like the outline of it without colouring it in. But it shows how you can colour things in. With the back of our sentiment, I'm going to put some dimensionals just to give it a little bit of height. And one in the middle. So we'll just take all those backings off. Come on. And stick that up there. There you go. I'll show you the original one. So yeah, I definitely like this one better. And then you've got your sentiment on the inside as well. Happy Father's Day. So there's quite a simple Father's Day card to do. If you like the video, please think about giving me a thumbs up and subscribe below. I'll put a list in the description of all the different Stampin' Up! Products that I used today. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.